There's one switch on your guitar that a lot of metal players overlook, but it can make a massive difference in how pro or amateur you sound. I'm talking about your pickup selector. Most guitarists find a setting they like, stick with it, and never really think twice about it. But if you're serious about metal, shredding, and dialing in the right tone for the right part, learning how and when to flip that switch can completely level up your playing. In this lesson, we're going to break down the real world differences between your neck and bridge pickups, not just what they do, but when to use them for the best results in your riffs and solos. So grab your axe, take a seat, and let's get ready to rock. I'm going to break this down for you one pickup at a time. So let's start with the neck pickup, okay? So that's this pickup right here. And when you have your pickup selector, which mine happens to be right here, flipped up, that tends to activate the neck pickup. So generally, the neck pickup tends to produce a darker, smoother, warmer sound. And I tend to favor using this pickup when I'm soloing, because I think it tends to be less noisy and it tends to balance out better in a soloing situation. In a soloing situation, we tend to be playing at a brighter, higher range on our instrument, and the neck pickup is ideal in this case because it can balance out the tone palette, letting your leads cut through more in a full arrangement. And having something with a darker, smoother tone over the individual higher range notes balances out that sound and actually makes those soloing notes pop even more. And this is usually in contrast to your bridge pickup right here, which we'll talk about in more detail shortly. But this pickup, the bridge pickup, tends to give you a brighter sound. So I can see this sort of being counterintuitive because you want your leads to pop over the other instrumentation. So it might make sense for you to want a tone option that makes things sound brighter, but I find that you don't get as good of a lead tone with the bridge pickup, and things tend to pop a lot more with the neck pickup. Plus, even when I'm muting my strings properly and I've got that bridge pickup activated in a soloing situation, I find that it's still a little too noisy. So I'm going to give you a side-by-side comparison of what a soloing sample sounds like for each of these pickups. And so you may see for yourself why I tend to favor the neck pickup in this situation. And if you like this soloing and shred guitar stuff, I've got a gift I want to give you right now, and that is my Shred Smarter Blueprint. Inside, you'll uncover the 3 biggest mistakes that are secretly holding back your speed, and I'll show you exactly how to fix them so you can play faster, tighter, and with pro-level control. This is a total game changer for any rock or metal guitarist who's chasing those next-level lead chops, and it's completely free, so just hit the link in the description or head over to zachsharguitar.com to download it right now. So now we get to talk about the bridge pickup right here, which I just touched on a moment ago. And like I said, it tends to give you a brighter sound, but the sound is also a little hotter and it can make the tone sound even bigger. So to get there, you're gonna flip that pickup selector down. And I find this to be my go-to pickup whenever I'm in a riffing situation. So it's ideal for rhythm playing, and it makes those harmonics pop a lot more and shine a lot more. And it lets those big bad chords just ring out. And it's just great for straight up heavy riffing. So I'm going to demo this for you real quick in just a brief little metal riffing situation. I'm going to show you what it sounds like on the neck pickup. And then in contrast to that, I'm going to show you how it sounds on the bridge pickup, which in my opinion is superior for this situation. But see for yourself and let me know what you think. So I want to leave you with some unique situations and considerations that you'll want to have in your pocket as you're going on with this and navigating your pickup selector. So the general rule of thumb is that you're going to use your bridge pickup when your hands are towards the end of your guitar, because this is usually, as metal players, where our hands are when we're riffing along. And then in contrast to that, you're gonna use your neck pickup when your hands are closer together in a soloing situation. You can, of course, always experiment with this by having your pickup selector in the middle if you want to get the best of both worlds. And while having your pickup selector in the middle position can sound good, I do encourage you to try to commit by going all in on one pickup at a time and flipping between one pickup and the other depending on the situation. Being adaptable with your pickup selector like this shows more professional control over your instrument, kind of like how an artist moves the paper around with his hands as opposed to moving himself around the paper. And I want to leave you with a bonus tip. So to get the best of both worlds in a music production situation where you're going to be tracking two rhythm guitar parts, there are times where you may be like this. You may only have access to one guitar, or you may only feel like using one guitar, but the key is to record two different guitar tracks for the same part. And to do this, I strongly encourage you to record one track by using your bridge pickup and the other track using your neck pickup, even though this is a riffing and rhythm situation most likely, because what this does is it gives you a wider tone and you'll get a nicer, thicker sound overall, especially if you're doing this properly and panning one of those tracks to the far left and the other track to the far right. So here's the bottom line. If you're going for that crushing high gain rhythm tone, especially for tight palm muted chugs or aggressive riffs, the bridge pickup is your best friend. It delivers that sharp cutting attack that makes your guitar punch with authority. But when it comes time to shift gears into a solo, that same sharpness and brightness can work against you, and that's where the neck pickup comes in. You'll end up getting a smoother, darker, warmer tone in a way that is balanced and more forgiving for your fast legato lines, your bends, melodic phrasing, and your high-speed picking on the higher range of your acts. Using the right pickup for the right moment can be a total game changer, and it's one of those pro-level moves that can make your playing sound polished, dynamic, and intentional. These are not rules that you must follow no matter what, but I do encourage you to play around with different pickup combinations in different situations to see what you like. And if you like guitar solos and you want to keep the art of the face melter alive, you will love my Shred Smarter blueprint, so don't forget to grab that now if you have not done so already. Inside, I break down the 3 biggest mistakes that are killing your speed, and I show you exactly what to do instead so you can play faster, tighter, and cleaner. This is a must-have for any lead guitarist chasing real progress, so just hit the link in the description or head over to ZachSharGuitar.com and grab it there. I'm Zach with Zach Shar Guitar. Thank you so much for watching. Stick in, keep rocking, and God bless.